Hello, everyone. This is Nate in Belize. This is an introduction to my sanctuary video that I'm about to post. This trip was many years in the making. I tried to get in there in 2020, and I did this video because a lot of people have questions about what's going on there. The internet has kind of gone silent, so I decided to book an Airbnb. We had our Keller Williams Red Day on May 9th, so I was going to be in the area anyway. Went down there, shot this video. I actually shot a lot of video, but what I'm going to be showing here is just a brief overview. I was trying to map the area, so I've got a lot more video and a lot more pictures. I'm just trying to figure out how and when I'm going to display all that. But right now, the property still is with the receiver. It's in receivership. They're trying to find a developer. They Owners have been getting paybacks. They awarded up to $10 million. That was part of the settlement. And I have no idea what the pricing is going to be once new developers do take over the property. And I'm not sure how many assets are going to be sold off. There's a lot of different properties that came along with this lawsuit. Ken and Tick, I know that they're going to probably separate that out. And there's a lot of the reserve area that's west of the Southern Highway that might possibly be sold off also. I know there's an equestrian center there. They do have horses there. I didn't get a chance to get around to that while I was there. I was just kind of taking it all in because I had never been there. Anyway, if you have any questions, you can always email me. But this is probably going to be a short edited video just to kind of recap a lot of things that I saw when I was there. If you have any questions, once again, you can call me or you can email me. It's Nate and Belize. Thanks. Enjoy. On November 8, 2018, the United States Federal Trade Commission halted the 14,000-acre real estate development in the Stand Creek district just south of Hopkins, known as Sanctuary Belize. The development is also known as the Reserve, which was part of a rebranding effort. While I'm not going to go into the details as far as names, how this all happened, or how much the seized funds total, what I want to talk about is the development itself and possible future opportunities regarding owning real estate there. For those that want more details about the accusations, the charges, the appeal, and the current stage concerning legal matters, there is a receivership that the FTC has appointed, and they have much of the information online. What I want to talk about and tell you is my opinion, but it is an opinion based on information I have gathered or heard. From what I understand, the receivership is looking for new developers so that Sanctuary can once again begin sales on the lots that have not been sold. Initially, there were approximately 1,800 lots to be sold, and around 1,100 of them had been sold prior to the shutdown. Most of these lots seem to have been financed through the developer, and in Belize, if you finance a purchase, the land certificate itself stays in the name of the original seller until the loan is paid off. When the FTC intervened, the assets were seized from the developer, and many of those assets were the lots that had been sold. Now, the U.S. government is not trying to take people's land, but there was a process to prove if you had any claim to the land that was in the development. Note that some of the lots were sold more than once. Most of those persons that had paid cash already had land certificates in their names or were in the process of getting a land certificate. Let me backtrack a bit and say that before the FTC got involved, there was a lot of chatter online. Some of the owners had filed a lawsuit against the HOA developer and had lost, but the FTC stepping in was vindication. After that, the internet went silent, except for the filings and legal process of what the FTC was going through. For someone that was trying to find out what was going on from the inside of the development, it was difficult. In December of 2020, I tried to go to Sanctuary with a visiting friend, but the security had been restored, so I was not allowed inside the development. When this originally happened, all of the staff were fired and it was not known what was going to happen. Not much is being said outside of the receiver's reports about what the current state of the development is. I do know that owners have been receiving rebates in their purchases, which has amounted to about $10 million US. There's a lot more detail to this case and all that comes with it, but I had a chance to go inside and I wanted to share a little bit about my experience. In the past year, I have met a number of people living in Belize that own at least one lot inside Sanctuary. There are people living in their homes inside the development, but there are also a number of vacant properties. Since I didn't go up to each one, I couldn't tell you how many. I spent 4 days inside Sanctuary, but I also had other reasons for being there. In the evening, I ventured down to Placentia as well as had dinners in Hopkins on several occasions. There is a lot of wildlife in the development, which should be expected. I woke up my first morning and saw a coatimundi as well as a gray fox. A couple of days later, I saw a turkey vulture eating some apples that were falling from the trees outside. I think a lot of owners have planted fruit trees and they seem to be doing well without having to provide water outside of the normal rainfall. While staying there, I didn't travel to every subdivision. Passing the guard station, I stayed in Sapodilla Ridge. I traveled to the Marina Village, through the estate lots, and over to the Northridge Estates. I also went to the beach club, but unfortunately it wasn't open. I did get a chance to walk around a bit, and it's a very nice pool and area to hang out. take a lot of pictures and even more video, but I don't think that I will publicly release most of those yet. This video will be on my YouTube channel, but future detailed videos may be private. Not all of the street corners have signs, so mapping the neighborhoods has been a bit of a challenge. Moving forward, I have no idea what the receiver is going to do with all of the seized assets. Since Sanctuary has such a large area, some of it may be sold off. There's another development, Cannon Tick, which will probably be separated, and there are a lot more nature reserves west of the Southern Highway. What will remain and how long that will take to resolve is anyone's guess. That being said, the receiver is actively looking for a new developer to take over the project and restart sales. So, do I like this development? I do like the concept. I don't like the fact that the developer's sales tactics seem to have been a bit shady and deceiving. One of the issues with large developments, particularly in Belize, is that you have to sell a lot of lots and people have to start building to completion before you get a good sense of the community. The beach club wasn't open, so I couldn't talk to anyone there. It's going to be tough for the new developer to get sales going again after all the bad press. Depending on what prices they offer for each unsold lot, it could make sense to buy and hold until you're ready. I'm not sure when I will get back to Sanctuary, maybe high season. But if you want more information or want to be on an update list, you can email me at nwomack@kw.com. You can also go to my website and look at the new development section for updates.